Hello, everyone. Welcome to How to Save My Life with Chorus. I am your host, Chorus. And today, I want to talk to you about where I'm at and where I'm going. If you've noticed on YouTube, I have an entire short playlist. It's called One Thing to help me boost my frequency and rise on the emotional scale. You'll see that kind of runs back about 2 months, but this has been about a 6-month process for me. Every single morning, every single day for the last 6 months, I have looked and searched for one thing to help me boost my frequency and just elevate a little bit on the emotional scale because I was so low for so long. One thing, it's a daily practice, one thing to boost my frequency, one thing that just helps me rise a little bit higher and a little bit higher. That practice for the last 6 months has helped me land in gratitude. I've had periods of my life where I've been grateful, thankful for things, but I am so intensely consumed with gratitude. For the last 2.5, 3 weeks, it's just been building and building. Gratitude. I wake up in the morning and I'm grateful. In the middle of the day, I am grateful. I'm not looking for one thing to boost my frequency anymore. I am grateful when I lay my head down to go to sleep. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I'm consumed with gratitude. It's an entirely new state of being. I have reached this point of total gratitude. So I'm finally at a place where I feel like I am elevated. Like I have elevated to a point where I'm not high or low, but I have found a neutral place. I have found a point of neutrality, a point where I can hang and I can be here. I can be here. So I'm connected and I feel like God has given me a solid ground. He's put me on solid ground and given me a point where I can build a foundation. Again, I am so grateful. This space is soft. This space is safe. This space is forgiving, but also firm. I can build from here. And so I posted a video last week. It was called Gratitude 6 and Stability. It is one that you must watch. If you're going to watch me moving forward, you must watch this video. And if you're just catching this video, you got to go back and watch it because I've literally watched it about 4 times and I think it's going to be one of those videos where I was meant to record that day because it is a constant and consistent reminder for me that, well, exactly where I am. And so I'm so grateful that I turned my camera on that day and I listened and I recorded. And then I've shared that with you so that you can also see it. But again, this project is really for me and it's about how to save my life. My life first. And you are invited to join me. So that's Gratitude 6. So now that I'm in a point of gratitude, I'm in this place where I can build this foundation. The 6 pillars, the 6 things that I refer to in that video. Those are the 6 things that God has told me that I need to focus on. These are the 6 pillars of stability for me, and that's where we're starting. We have taken all the other stuff away, and it's these 6 things, and those 6 things are sleep and rest, diet and exercise, my creative projects, and my work, and my budget. During my 48-day water fast, if you go back and watch that series, there was a 5-day water fast beforehand. Before that 48-day water fast, there was a 5-day fast about 2 weeks before that. And in that 5-day water fast, I was given 3 things that I needed to focus on. It was learn how to post your own content on YouTube. I have them on my wall. Budget. Budget. Learn how to post your own content on YouTube. Budget. He gave me a budget when he moved me into this apartment, and I'm so grateful now for this apartment. And so he's given me a budget. I have not broken that budget, and he has funded everything that he's brought into my life so far with that budget. I will not break that budget. And so I'm still on point with that. I am using the skills that I learned on YouTube to learn how to post my own content on YouTube. I learned that. I taught myself those skills during the 48-day water fast. And now I get to use and leverage those skills in other ways too, which I'll share with you later. This video being case in point. So it's learn how to post your own content on YouTube, budget, and then portions when you break fast. Portions when you break fast. Now, at that time, I didn't know I was going into a 48-day water fast. I thought another fast was coming, 48 days. And when you break fast 48 days, portions when you break fast. I failed in that respect. I had some other lessons I needed to learn first. But now, those 6 pillars, he has given me 6 pillars that I am to focus on to stabilize my life and move me forward. And these are the only things that I am to focus on right now. It is sleep and rest. Rest your body and sleep. Slow way, way down. Be easy and slow way, way down. I even found a moment last night where I was able to slow way, way down again. My eating's under control. I have allocated projects. I spend time at the library every day. I mean, everything is kind of organized. And I found another opportunity to slow way, way down last night and just appreciate where I was. This morning, for the very first time, I actually sat in gratitude and talked with God for a moment because I was experiencing a new moment this morning. After 2 months of total, like, here you go, Chorus. This is now we are on this path, now go. And I just had another moment of newness just this morning where I woke up and I consumed, I ate, and then I had a couple of hours, and it's like I spent some time with gratitude. I'd eaten so I couldn't meditate, and that turned into journaling, and that turned into this video. So I'm already seeing the benefits of just allowing time and space in between the 6 things that God has told me I need to focus on. So there's still so much to unpack here. But now it's the 6 things. And so my focus moving forward on this channel for the time being, until we kind of come to another point, it is those 6 pillars. It is those 6 things that are guaranteeing me connection. Those 6 things are so closely and intertwined together that it is so important that I focus and balance all of these 6 things. And so it's focus and it's connection, right? Well, I have an example of what happened this week, and it was a quick example, so I am grateful for it. But it took me a moment to kind of re-steady myself, and I want to share that example with you. I'm at the library. It's Monday. I had just worked on my budget the day before because Sunday is budget day. Today's budget day when I'm paid on time. So it was Monday, and I was at the library, and I'd gotten there early because I was kind of ahead of schedule, and I wanted to get there early because God has me working on a creative project, and I want to execute that and finish it, or at least finish the first phase by the end of this month. This month is the month to complete that project, I have been told. And so it is clear to me that that's where my focus and my attention needs to be. My time and my attention needs to be there. So I am at that library. And so I got there early, and I'm working on my menus for the week because I want to knock that out, and I want to get my planning done. So I'm knocking that out, and I get a text. And it's like, I have to fly out to LA, push the menu to next week. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll call the butcher, and we'll push that menu to next week. And then I was like, well, I'm ahead of the game. And so I pushed his menu to next week, and then I'm working on another client's menus, and I'm knocking that out, and it gets in my head, I can take the night off. It's like 6 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can take the night off because I'm usually at the library until 8. And I was like, I could take the night off. Instead of staying and looking at that time and saying, I have 2 hours to work on my creative project where my focus and my attention needs to be, I thought, I can take the night off. And I thought maybe I can find something on Prime, a movie, and maybe I can have a chocolate bar. I'll have a huge organic chocolate bar with salt in it. I know Kroger carries those. And so I was like, I can go pick one of those up and watch this movie. So 1 chocolate bar turns into 2 chocolate bars. and 2 chocolate bar turns into, I had 2.5 protein bars that I make. I actually make them. They don't have sugar in them, but now what I'm getting into is compulsive eating. I had satisfied myself. I had that sweet and salty that I hadn't had. I'd been so on point with my macros for 2 weeks. I got overconfident. And the point is that I was in this whole totally different place where I've actually felt like I could take a night off. Like I could take a night off and I could just bounce back that next day and be fine. But that next day rolled around and I was it was difficult for me to get full. So I was way over on my macros that day. I kept track of them. I was way over on my macros that day and my calories, my fat. I was way over on my fat, under on my protein, way over on my fat, way over on my calories. But just that one night, the next day I can't get full. And I'm trying to get back on track. So I'm using my app and I'm like trying to track my macros and I can't get it. I'm off. Over on some, under on the other. It was like this cosmic spiritual connection of focus and having a zero-based budget for my macros. Like I was hitting zeros. I was like none left, like none over, none under, but on point for my calories, for all of it. I was so in this zone. And then I broke that connection. It was like breaking that cosmic connection. I just couldn't get them to add up. And so I was like, oh my gosh. Well, after that, I was disconnected. And the day stressed me. I was stressed that day. And more than that, I saw and I felt what that path of disconnection looks like. Because and I don't want that. I saw what it looked like. I saw what it felt like when I lose those 6 pillars: sleep, rest, diet, exercise, creative projects, budget, and work, right? They are so closely intertwined. Well, that next day, not having that focus and feeling that stress kind of knocked me for a loop. I still got up and went to my workout, but I didn't feel like it. So that was a first for me for a couple of days. And then it's like when you're off balance and your timing is off, well, then you're getting to the library later and you can't focus as well. It was everything was off. And when my eating became off, I saw how just becoming unsteady in one of those pillars had a ripple effect. Now, it was only one day, but I felt that ripple that next day. And it was so off and so intensely different from what I had been experiencing. My mornings felt off. I didn't really want to wake up. That gratitude really wasn't as present as it had been. Oh no. Oh no. Like life cannot be this way because I've lived this life before. I don't want this life anymore. I don't want to live that way anymore. So it's like, it brings me to this point of gratitude. It all comes back to gratitude. And in this intense way, gratitude. Because in that quick moment where I had a choice, and I chose to take a night off because, I'm feeling good. I'm not there yet. It's like, I'm not there yet. It's like, no. I mean, it was something, it's like drinking. There's I can have a drink. I can have a drink because that doesn't bother me anymore. It's like that compulsion doesn't bother me anymore. But that disconnection bothers me. The disconnection bothers me. The internal physical disconnection bothers me. And so I choose not to. In fact, I gave that back up to God for 2 years. And I thought maybe I'll be in a different place in 2 years. But really when I was God is 2 years. And he's really 2 years sugar, Chorus. Because I just need to know what it feels like to be like this. And not looking for those little moments of different. I just need to be this. And he's brought me to, oh my God, he's brought me to this. We just talked about that. We just talked about it. It's like he wants me to feel this. And through that 6 months of one thing every day, that exercise, one thing that boosts me on the emotional scale, and finally I'm here. I'm in this space of gratitude, and it's a soft, safe, secure space, and it's a space of connection. So he's given me these 6 pillars to just plant. So I'm planting. And so now I'm on this, like, I have this foundation, right? And I can build it. I can choose to build it. Well, I made a choice the other day that kind of knocked me for a loop. And while I could choose a life of feeling like this for the rest of my life, I quickly recognized this and how that could spiral out of control really fast. And I focused on what brought me back here. How did I get back to calm and ease and focus? It was really appreciating being able to see this almost from a different perspective, because I'm not in the weeds. I'm actually apart from them. And so I'm actually able to see this kind of noise from a space of clarity. And so I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, it's like being outside of that matrix. It's like, oh, well, that does not look like appealing at all. That noise does not look appealing at all to me. Okay, so I can see that. Now, so I'm not going to choose to indulge in the fat that I want, because my body wants more of that excess. I think it's just the excess more than anything. I'm not going to indulge in that, but I am going to have one of my protein bars because that is my routine. So I'm not going to deprive myself of that, but I'm going to bring myself back into alignment with my goals and my values. So my eating, and I went to bed. My meals I was eating later. It was almost like my meals were pushed to later for those 2 days also. And I'm like, I don't want to be on full stomach. I want to be on near empty stomach when I go to sleep. So let's bring our routine back. We need to consume first thing in the morning and immediately after our workout, because then we have 2 more meals for the day. It brings us into alignment. I made these choices from a place of perspective to bring myself back into alignment and in routine. And so we are in routine and just really, really grateful. So God brought me back to myself. I saw what disconnection right now could do to our plans, to this plan, and I want what he's got in store for me. Like, I want our plan. Like, I want what he's got in store for me. I don't want the life I've had before. And I want a new life. And I want a new future. And I'm in this crazy trust exercise with God. If you go back to my 48-day water fast, you're going to see just how intensely trusting this entire period of my life is. Moving to this space, I have been with God, getting to know him, trying to understand, trying to listen, trying to connect. All of this is not overnight. This is not an overnight process. And we started from scratch. And we've had some of this. But all in all, I am in this crazy trust exercise with God. So I am all in. I'm all in. I'm literally all in. 100% in. And while I can hear him, like I can hear him, I'm in. And so these 6 pillars, these are gifts. These are blessings. That's why it's called Gratitude 6, because these are blessings and responsibilities. And this is my job. This is the work. He's given me purposeful work that I love. And I keep trying to become better and better at that. Even more stand up and upright, like any way that I can become better. I'm doing it because I don't want it to go away, because I want more of this. And God knows my heart. He knows all. He gave this to me, and overnight it can all be gone. So there's that fear. that healthy fear, because I also know how generous and kind and just full of abundance, and just, he says, find me and then go live your life. But I'm going to be here with you because I need him. He's building me up. He's building me up. And so we're in that phase. We're in that point. And so he is my father. He is my disciplinarian. He is my correction. But he's also my legacy, but it's more like an endowment. He has gifts for me. I've never been a part of a family where I get gifts. No, he actually gave me a temporary family that really showered me with gifts when I was younger. Like, really showered me with gifts. But again, disconnection took me away from that. So it's almost like that, the prodigal son. But I want to be worthy of it. And so I want my heart to be good. I want my behavior to be upright. And I want to do what is best for each of my clients and for the people that are around me. This even includes taking care of my energy. I want to be responsible. And so I value my time with myself. I've really grown to appreciate not the isolation. I'm not isolated anymore. I'm more connected and surrounded than I have ever been. But the lack of physical people, I think, has allowed me to be connected. So I am even grateful for that, which is somewhere that I did not think that I would ever be. Although I do have my small, close circle that I value more than anything. So I trust. And so now I'm back on track. I have my eating is under control with this intense focus and the reality checks that I saw. Within 2 days, my eating plan was back on track. My system was settled, and I could see that all things were possible again. It was really incredible, the night and day difference. We're going to get this down. The night and day difference. The 6 pillars that are all over the place. The night and day difference. By just bringing that back on track. Pulling for connection. And then knowing exactly what it requires in order for me to stay connected. Oh, I reached for each of those. And I knew which 6 things to reach for to put in check to make sure that I was stabilized. Stability. So I was quickly able to, because of the video that I made, Gratitude 6, and what we learned during that video, I was able to stand apart, see the chaos, and I knew exactly the 6 things to put in check to stabilize myself. What a blessing that is. What a blessing that is. And it was absolutely correct. Like, that's exactly what happened. And I am stable and I am connected and I feel peace again. And it was just that 2 days of chaos that was like, no, thank you. To destabilize any one of these things at the risk of disconnection, no, thank you. No, thank you. So these 6 pillars are fragile, but they are assured. And this experience assures them. But my focus must be on them. So for the time being, this program, I'm going to focus on these 6 things because that is the only thing that I'm focusing on right now. What's happening right now is too important to lose or risk disconnection. So we learned a quick and real lesson and move on more sure than before. We are more sure, more certain than before that these 6 pillars, they are exactly that. We have our foundation. We have our safe, soft, secure place to land. And now we have 6 pillars. We just need to plant them, right? We just need to plant them. So I am assured that I am on my path. I am on my path. And there is so much more to come. and I am so looking forward to it. But I am okay focusing on these 6 things for now. While I know they are coming, this is what's important. So this has all of my attention. It's wonderful. I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning. I am going to make sure this video is posted today so that timing is important. I want you guys to actually experience this in time with me. Again, I am in Zionsville, Indiana, United States. And if you are watching, no matter where you are, I would love for you to leave in the comments where you're from. This is, like I said, people physically are not here with me, but you are. And so if you are watching and you've spent this time with me, if you shared this time with me, say hi, let me know where you're from. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing this time with me. It is a blessing. It's a blessed time, and I feel so blessed. This is night and day from where, we don't have to keep going back there. We're just moving forward. So I thank you again. And I don't have a cool way to end my videos yet. So until I do, namaste.